get out of the fucking Uber, right? I get out of the Uber, and I know I told you guys I don't Uber. I had somebody call it for me because I couldn't get a cab. And I get out of and the second I get out of it, I walk up to the door and I go, well, wait, where's my phone? Where's my phone? And I left it in the fucking Uber. And then I had no way to call. And I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Because I had my bag of shit with me. So I grabbed my bag. And I got this thing, once I grab something, I never look for anything else. And also, I had like fucking 4 or 5 drinks. So I left my fucking phone there. So I was just like, all right, I did a mental check. Everything's backed up. Everything's on the computer. Who gives a fuck? I'll just buy a phone tomorrow. Fucking moron, right? So I get up the next day. I go over to the fucking Verizon store, and they go, okay, what's your Apple ID? I'm like, I don't know. You got my phone number. Here's my license. And they're like, oh, that's not good enough. You need your Apple ID. I go, well, I don't have it. He goes, can you guess? I said, oh, yeah, I can fucking stand here all day. I don't know what it is. And he basically tells me that he can't get into my account without my Apple ID. I go, you're telling me if the FBI came in here right now, that's what you'd say? And he was like, absolutely. And I was like, dude, I don't know what it is. So you're telling me I can never get a phone again? This feels like a Tom Cruise movie. Did you just shut off the microchip in me? Can I get a phone, please? I have business to do. The guy says no. I haven't been meditating. My temper starts going up and up and up and up and up. I didn't curse at him. I started, He goes, well, you're going to have to go to our main store, and that's going to take like fucking 2 to 3 hours. So I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So I walk out into the streets of New York, and I said, I fucking hate technology. But I said, I really quietly and technology really quietly. But fuck, I said at the top of my lungs, fucking. I just went, I fucking hate technology. This lady fucking whipped her head around. I was like, oh, my God, I'm literally the guy walking in the street in New York making people nervous right now. So I walk up to try to find where this fucking place is. I don't know. He said it's on like fucking 50-something and 6th Avenue. I'm looking for the thing, and I'm like, wait, is it on 6th Avenue? Is it on 57th? I have no idea. This took me back to the 90s when I was in New York, when you didn't have a map and you just fucking walked around, head on a swivel, right? Finally find the place, and I walked in there, and I got an absolute angel at the store. Old school customer service, completely fucking hooked me up. And she was like in her mid-20s. And halfway through, I just finally was just saying, like, I forget what I said. I said something. Basically, it's the effect that, you don't get customer service like this anymore. Your parents raised you right. She said, thank you. I go, did you come from a big family? And she said something like, I'm like one of 7. I was like, I knew it. I knew it. I don't know what it is. Kids who come from like fucking with a bunch of kids. Families with a bunch of kids, they I don't know. They learned. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you learned, but you're. I don't know. Everything isn't about you and you keeping all the fucking toys. So she totally hooked me up, and then I was able to call my buddy who called the Uber guy, and then the Uber guy still had my phone. He brought it back to me the next night. I gave him a nice tip for doing that, and now I got 2 phones. I guess I can bring the other phone back, but I just don't want to go back into a store. I'm not rolling the dice again that I'm going to get a good customer service person. I know I'm not. So I'll just fucking eat it. It was my own fucking fault. If I didn't go out till fucking 4 in the morning like an asshole, none of that shit would have happened. I apologized to the lady that I made her fucking probably fucked up her neck when I screamed fucking when I was out in the street. And, but, I don't apologize to the guy at the bank. I owe taxes, right? I owe taxes up in fucking Canada. So my accountant goes, you have to go to the bank. I'm going to send you an email with all the fucking account information. They can wire it up there. Bing, bang, boom, done. So I say, fine. So I go up, I download the thing. I bring my laptop. I fucking get this David Blaine looking dude at the bank to help me out, right? So we walk into his cubicle area. We sit down. I have all the information on the computer screen. He starts going, read me the VIN number. I know it's not that, but you know what I mean. And I'm like, what number? He's like, that number there. Read that to me. So I read it to him. He goes, all right, read me the next number. I go, which number? He goes, read me that number. And then I just finally look at him. I go, what do I work here? He's like, excuse me? I go, I feel like I work here right now. I'm like, look, just turn it around. Here's all the information. Type it in. And he goes, well, it's going to go quicker or something like that. And then he just kind of got quiet, right? I'm just fucking sitting there. And then after a couple minutes, he just kind of goes like, I don't understand, like, why you got upset there. I go, well, I'm not upset. I'm just calling you out on the fact you start treating me like your secretary. I don't work here. He goes, I'm not treating you like your secretary. I go, yeah, you are. You got me, like, reading off numbers and stuff. He goes, I'm just doing that because it'll be faster. And I go, well, I disagree. Well, what the fuck am I? You understand? You work at the bank. You're at the bank. You work at the bank. You get paid to work at the fucking bank. I'm the customer. This is what I need you to do. Do the fucking transaction. Jesus fucking Christ. These fucking goddamn, I'm going to say it. These kids today, everything about them it's interactive. Hey, man, like, hey, fucking reach out through the fucking interweb, man. Fuck off and do your job. But I didn't say any of that. I just said I disagree. That's the best I could do. But I just couldn't believe, he was like, but he was, what kills me is he's walking around saying that I'm a dick, which I am. I admit to that, but I'm fucking right. I got to sit there and read off fucking numbers to you? He goes, can you read this? He didn't even say please. He starts talking to me like I'm like I was like, did I just get hired as your assistant, you fucking cunt? I didn't even know what he was talking about, all of those numbers. I'm not a fucking banker. Every time he told me to read off a number, he had to explain what the number is. Like, how is that quicker? Oh, Jesus. So I meditated for the first time in about 6 weeks. I'm just trying. Yeah, I know. I'm back. We're back in the writer's room. I got all of that shit to do. I'm building my new fucking act, right? My daughter is finally sleeping through the night. She still wakes up once or twice, but it's just a quick little one. Maybe needs a diaper change or something like that. And I'm just feeling like it's building up again, So for me now to like stop drinking, to add that extra stress of like, to not have the fucking thing to take the edge off at the end of the goddamn day like that, it just starts building up. So to the guy at the bank, maybe I could have explained it a little nicer. Maybe I couldn't have just flipped out here, but know this. That's what I wanted to say in the bank, but I didn't. Okay. I just fucking kept my cool, but like you work at the bank. I don't. I need you to do this transaction. I have money in your bank. Back in the day, you guys used to give like 10%, 8% on fucking money in the bank. You now give like 0.0001%. Okay. So now you don't give me any money on it. You've loaned 10 times out on what I fucking have there. You guys invent money. You're literally counterfeiters. And now I have to go in there. You guys nuke the fucking economy every 8 fucking years, building housing bubbles or whatever, and you don't go to jail for it, and you leave Americans upside down in their houses, and you don't give a fuck. And then on top of that, I got to go in and read the fucking numbers off to you? Fuck off. I know this is childish for me to be sitting here alone, losing my mind, but I cannot lie to you and not tell you how fucking good this feels to get this out of me. Part of my meditation today is I'm actually doing this series on patience. Swear to God. And the guy said, oh God, what the fuck did he say? It almost made me mad when I was like, I wanted to debate with the guy, but I can't because it's just a recording. He basically said that when you lose your patience, it's because you have expectations of other people. Okay. And then when you react to that, it's like your fault for reacting to it, for having, you're wrong to have these expectations of people. And I'm thinking in my head, like that doesn't make any, I'm at this point, I'm wrong that I expect people to put in an effort at their job the way that I do. And the way that I did. And I'm not patting myself on the back, but when I always, any job I had, I fucking killed it. Unless I just literally didn't have the talent, like construction. I could bring you the shit. I just didn't have that gift. Or I tried to sell health insurance. I just wasn't good at it. And you know what I did? I had the decency with both of those jobs to quit within a week and a half. I didn't fucking sit there and torture people and just suck at my job as they came walking in, or worse, try to make them do part of my job. So I'm listening to this guy, he's talking in a very soothing voice like this, some sort of British accent. When we walk in there, it's Headspace. Hello again, welcome to Headspace. When we have expectations of other people, gives us a tendency to, he tries to like laugh, lose our patience. Like, don't get all fucking jolly because you know what it is? He's doing that because he knows there's an angry cunt like me laying on the ground going, like, okay, so now you're defending this guy at the bank. You weren't even fucking there, you know? So now basically what you're saying is in order for me to have patience, I have to basically treat people the way I treat my daughter, which is I understand that she's a baby and doesn't know anything yet, you know? So I have to have 100% patience with her, which I do. But that's because she's a baby. So now I'm supposed to walk in and sit across from a 27-year-old guy in his, you're going to like the way you look, I guarantee it, fucking suit. And as he tells me to do, how could I have done that better? I guess what I should have said is, sir, I don't mean any disrespect, but I'm not going to read those numbers to you. I feel that you work at the bank and I am the customer, and I feel that that crosses a boundary that I'm not comfortable with. Well, I guess I could have said that, right? And when he exhaled, I probably should, like, when he exhaled, like, it was like someone fucking twisted a knife in my back. I wanted to fucking, like, did you just fucking exhale? Yeah, because once again, I guess I had expectations that this guy, you know, I had the ability to fucking look at a paper with all the answers to the test on it while typing at the same time. I mean, I can do that. I could do that for half a page and I'll only make a couple of mistakes, and I taught myself how to do it. What the fuck? How much more easier does life have to be? And then, I was also thinking when I left, it was like, you know something? My wife would have just read the numbers off to him. She would have read the numbers off to him, and then afterwards I would have said, like, why did you just do that? You did your job. She goes, well, you're right. You're right. I probably shouldn't have done that. But, it got it done quick. I just didn't want to have the argument, blah, blah, blah. She continues on. You know what? And she's a way, way happier person. On paper, I think. On paper. I don't know. Something, the thing about women is the big red flag is the level of shopping that they do. And the amount of shit that they buy. Like, that's, I don't know. There's a fucking unhappiness there. There's something psychotic going on with just the sheer amount of clothes and shit that they buy and just stuff that they fucking buy. I don't see tranquility in it. I feel like that's like eating fucking, C's candies. They just love having that UPS driver showing up and, oh, it's a little package for me. I actually judge how well my relationship's going by how often the fucking UPS driver comes to the door. If he's coming a lot, then I need to take her out to dinner or something. If he's coming every once in a while, then it's just her doing the woman thing of basically, fucking kicking our retirement right in the seats. All right, I didn't need to go. Okay. Whatever. I apologize to everybody. I apologize to that first guy at the fucking Verizon store. I apologize for the way I conveyed what I was trying to say to the David Blaine looking dude at the bank. I don't know. Maybe it's a new world. Maybe I'm just a fucking old guy. Maybe that's why I don't fucking know. I don't know. I still think I'm right. But I'm going to learn in the future not to have expectations of people and just sit there as the sands of my life slip away, waiting for somebody to do their fucking job that they got paid to do.